People who hit rock bottom. What's the weirdest thing that pulled you back up? When I was 22, I came back from Afghanistan, missing my left leg and most of my mind. One day, I was driving convoy escort in Kandahar, joking around with my squad. The next, I woke up in a hospital in Germany with a doctor telling me my leg was gone, and 3 of my buddies didn't make it. After that, I shut down. They discharged me with a Purple Heart and a prescription for pain pills. I tried living in my apartment for maybe a month, but I couldn't handle being inside. Too many corners. I started sleeping in my car in a Walmart parking lot. My routine was simple. Wake up, take pills, buy more pills, pass out. Repeat. I had no reason to get better. Didn't care if I woke up the next morning or not. Then one night, I was having a breakdown in the parking lot, screaming at shadows, throwing my crutch at nothing. This security guard walked up, and I kept waiting for him to tell me to move or call the cops. Instead, he sat down on the curb next to me and said, "You done yet?" I nodded. He looked at me for a second, then said, "When's the last time you ate?" I shrugged. "Yesterday, maybe." He went inside and came back with a sandwich and coffee, handed them to me and said, "Eat." It had been a while since someone told me to eat like they actually gave a shit. I didn't say much, but he got me talking. I told him about the IED, about my buddies, about the pills. He listened, then told me his name was Frank and he'd lost his leg in Vietnam. He said he got it. He didn't try to fix me. He just helped. He let me shower at his place when I needed to, kept bringing me food after his shifts. If I disappeared for days on a bender, he didn't yell. He just said, "You back?" when I showed up again. One time, he found me passed out behind the dumpster. Didn't say a word, just helped me to his car and made me coffee. I could barely keep my eyes open, but I remember him saying, "You keep this up, you're gonna end up like the other vets I find in parking lots." I laughed. Maybe that's the point. He didn't laugh, just shook his head and said, "Nah, not you." Something about the way he said it stuck with me. One day, he told me about a security training program, said I could probably get hired if I cleaned up first. I wanted to believe I could do it, but I couldn't. Then one morning, I found Frank collapsed by the loading dock. Heart attack. I called 911 and rode with him to the hospital. They said he'd live, but he'd need help for a while. I told him I'd do it. For weeks, I took care of everything. His meds, his doctor appointments, made sure he ate. I barely thought about pills. One night, he looked at me and said, "Hey, when did you get clean?" I blinked. "Clean from what?" He smiled. "I haven't seen you high in weeks. I hadn't even noticed." He clapped me on the shoulder and said, "That's what you do for family." After he got better, I told him I wanted that security job. He helped me get it. That was 4 years ago, and I haven't thought about taking a pill since.